Hi, welcome to my very first recording of me doing a book cover in real time. No idea how this is going to go, how this is going to look. I was going to almost fell backwards. I was going to live stream this, but then I was worried because I've never live streamed before that I don't know what I'm doing. And I was worried that that would just be a mess. So I'm like, let me record this first one so that I can kind of get out any technical kinks and then we can stream in real time from there. I'm hoping you can hear me over this music. It is quite loud. I want music, but I want it to just be like calm and in the background. Okay, so I'm gonna get started by sharing my screen. So if you don't know, I currently have been doing every single Taylor Swift cover. I've been asked why Taylor Swift. Why not Taylor Swift is the question that we should be asking. I literally have an Excel sheet where I'm keeping track of every song I've done to date. I'm not going to tell you what song we're doing because I think it'd be more fun to try and figure out what song I'm doing along the way. It will be a song I have not done before. And I kind of have a general idea. I can tell you our genre. But yeah, let's get started. So I really want palm trees. I also only have about 2 hours for this, so I'm hoping that I can get something done in that amount of time. If not, this one might be 2 videos in one. Exclude generative AI. We don't use AI in these parts. Also, if it looks like I'm like leaning down, it's because my mic is right in front of me and I want to make sure that you can clearly hear me. Palm trees, beach. The genre we are going for is you could not tell from the images I'm looking at right now, but the genre we are going for is a romantic mafia book. We'll see how this goes. I don't really have a plan. I kind of like this image. I always say download preview first, so there is going to be Adobe stock watermarks on it just because I only have so many credits and stock images are expensive. We're going to ignore everything else that's in my downloads. Throw this into Photoshop. Oops. Okay. Obviously don't want this to be just palm tree background. I want it to be kind of like subtle in the background is where I'm starting. It's not our focal point yet, but I need to adjust this image so it can be more. I might end up making it black and white. It might be the best call. Oh, I do like it more blue. I think that does work good. I'm on midtones, do highlights. Ooh, yeah. This is not a tutorial. I literally don't feel qualified in any shape or form to teach graphic design in any capacity. Just because so much of graphic design for me, oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, that looks good. Is just experimenting and seeing what works. And that's why I'm kind of nervous because I have no idea how this is going to go. I have no idea if I'm going to like what I make. And I mean, that's why I'm just recording this and not live streaming it, so that I have less pressure of it turning out. Because then if it doesn't turn out, you guys will never see this video. But if it turns out, then I will share this video. Levels. Okay. Yeah, I think it needs to be a little lighter. Okay, I'm also going to add a black and white filter. Yeah, but I don't want it to be just black and white. I want it to have slight color. Okay, and I also think this needs to be a little more... Okay. So our background. We need some texture, though. I think, like, grunge texture. I have no idea. That's not how you spell texture. I have no idea if you're going to be able to even tell what the song is. It's a Taylor Swift song. Just based on what I have going on. Do I like this? Ooh, I like this. Okay, throwing this on there. Resizing it. And then once I like land on something that I actually like, I'll go back and license these images, because licensed images are also always cleaner and like nicer. I don't like how this interacts at all. Okay, so this image is no good because it don't interact with our background very well. Is there anything else? Ooh. Oh, I don't like that that's like a 3-in-1 image. That just makes my life harder. That's interesting. No, I think I went this way. Also, why am I making my life harder? I can literally go... Put it back in there. Edit, flip, 90-degree clock, or countwise. Look at that. That literally, like, made it so much easier. Sometimes I do the hard way, because I like to make things harder for myself, apparently. Ooh. That's interesting. That is interesting. Ooh, I like that. Okay. I think our palm trees are still a little too bright. I think they look even better now, just fully black and white. But I think I need to make them darker. Let's do human saturation. Oh yeah. Saturation. Does that change anything? Oh. Ooh, I like that. Because I want the palm trees to kind of be subtle in the background, because they're not our focal point, they just need to exist. I do like that. I feel like we're on to something here. Okay. I feel like we can start adding some focal points. I need to look up the song. I'm going to do it on my phone to not give it away. But I need to look up the lyrics. Just so... And the correct lyrics, because I've done it before where I accidentally just looked up the song and didn't realize it wasn't Taylor Swift. And then... Because some songs... Like, yes, I listen to Taylor Swift and I know most of her songs really well, but... It's just... I don't have every single song memorized by lyrics. So... It helps to look up the lyrics just so I can see it. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I think, because most mafia books, I'm literally gonna look up mafia romance books. Images. Most of them have like, I'm not gonna put a man on the cover, but like roses and stuff. Like this is the vibe that I'm going for, okay? This is the vibe. Ooh. Yeah, so I want to add some rose element to this. Yeah, yeah, this is the vibe. That's the vibe, okay? So now we're gonna go rose petals because that's also still going to be part of the background. I just haven't gotten yet to the front. I recently licensed rose petals for a client book cover. I could use those if I come across them. I guess I could look in my own library, but am I logged in? Yes. Do you offer a PNG? You do. Beautiful. I feel like this is good. Throw it up here. Okay, so it's not actually a PNG. It lied to me. Hate when things do that. And like, it's not a big deal if it's not a PNG because I can remove the background. It's just honestly a time saver. See, look at that. Look at that. I am just going to re-download that because I already purchased that image license. That's just one less thing we have to license at the end. Edit, flip, counterclockwise. No. Flip vertically. Something looks off about this. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. This is also way more rose petals than we need, so we're gonna get rid of some of them by getting a clipping mask going. Also, I want the hardness 100%, 100%. I don't want these big, blurry ones. In fact, I don't want any of the big ones. I want it to be more small roses. Get rid of that one. I think that's good. What happens if I change the blend mode? No, I think instead I'm going to darken it. This music was nice when I first put it on, but it being on loop kind of oh, I wonder if it's annoying anybody else. Yeah, we want them dark. So kind of just in the background. Cool. Okay. Thinking about these. I know that handcuffs is one of my focal points. These probably will work. Remove background. Removing background. Removing background. Okay. Duplicate layer into my... Hello. Let me resize this. That's weird. I've been using my laptop more often than my desktop computer for covers, and when I select the move tool, that's what it's actually called, it automatically like brings this up and lets me like rotate and resize as I'm going along, but for some reason on my desktop it does not allow that. So yeah, this looks like trash so far. Trust the process. I might get rid of these roses Just trust the process. Can you guess? Can you guess the song yet? I don't know what kind of gun. I don't know anything about guns. Here's a hint as to what song we're doing. It doesn't actually say the word gun at any point in the song, but it insinuates. I also okay, going back to our inspiration. This cover specifically is the vibe of what we're going for. This too, not the middle one. This one is very much the vibe, and so is this one. I don't know. I don't know anything about guns. This makes it look like a western, and it's not a western. We want we want this is good. I don't know. Sure, I'll go with that. PNG, thank you. PNG just means the background's going to be transparent, by the way, if you did not know that. Okay, we have our gun. Flip horizontally. I just have a feeling this is going to go so badly. Okay, I don't want the handcuffs in the middle. I want them, like, kind of off to the side. We're going to make them bigger. That's too big. Yeah, like that. I think I also want the gun off to the side. Also, I obviously have to fix this. We're gonna make some adjustments. I always like doing color balance first for some reason. Yeah, get rid of the like red that was in it. Perfect. Not like too much because this doesn't need a huge adjustment, but we do want to change the brightness. Could go way down. Yeah. That's cool. I like that. Okay, we're also going to add a drop shadow to this. Yeah. That was perfect. I don't even want to adjust that. Perfect. Lovely. Oh my god, I dropped my mic. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm staring at this to be like, okay, what do I want to do? This is kind of also the vibe. Ooh. I like how that title is. Okay, we're gonna go here. Playing card. I would like it to be like someone holding a playing card. I like these. Okay, we're gonna go with these ones. Okay, before I use it, I just want to double check that they're not AI. Because I do exclude generative AI from my searches, but I don't always trust that. So I try and, like, if I suspect even a little bit that it could be AI. Yeah, what card do we want? We have options here. I think I want to go the heart. I like the contrast of the red. So we're going to go bloop, bloop, bloop. Make it bigger. Get rid of the other ones that we can see. Doop, 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 doop. Yep. Go to smart object. Just like change this. I also want it in front of... I don't know. I don't know if I want it in front of the gun, actually. I also have to fix the gun. I'm gonna add... I just feel like you really have to trust the process, okay? I don't like the roses. We're gonna forgo those. I do want to add a gradient both at the top and the bottom. Okay, flip this, but I'm gonna flip it back. Flip horizontally. Oh my gosh. Lock these layers so I'm not constantly moving them by accident. I want to rotate this. Rotate. Just to make things also easier, I'm going to... Whoa, I don't want vertical text. I'm going to add Taylor's name. Not this font. I just want to take a look at like what fonts. Okay, it's kind of like a serif font. If that's what it's actually called. This is another reason why I can't teach graphic design. I'm like I know what things are, but I don't know what they're called. This is gonna take me forever if I do it this way. Choop, 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 choop. Let's see, what fonts do I already have that I can just use? That's like the same font. I don't know what the difference is between those. I like this font. I think I'm gonna go with that one, but we're going to go make way more space between these letters. And we want to make it bigger. I think I'm gonna have her name at the bottom. Like thinking. I really like the background we have going on. I think we need to add more, obviously. I really like that text. I kind of want to do something like that. Okay. Roses. Okay. These work. I also been illustrating covers so much lately that doing a photo manipulate cover feels a little weird. And the reason why I'm doing photo manipulation over illustration is because I'm not sure how I would record or even stream photo manipulation. I mean, oh my god, I can't even talk. I don't know how I would do that for illustration. Levels. I just did levels. It's really hard to talk and do this at the same time. I will say that. Color balance. I want them... Ooh, okay. Highlights. I don't like this. 0. Yeah, okay. I also hate when I can see the outline, and that, my friends, is on using not real licensed images. Okay, I'm gonna do this because I want this to look like it's nestled in the roses. So I'm gonna get rid of it with this specific rose. That's part of it. That's part of it. I'll clean up the edges in a second. That's part of it. Get rid of all this. Hello. There we go. I was like, why is that not working? I'm not a huge fan of this part right here. Okay. That I think should be good. If I do that and then create clipping mask. I want a shadow that makes sense. Oh god, whoa, what did I do? I think this card is too big. I think that's part of the problem. And I kind of want 2 cards. I don't know why that got rid of my clipping mask. Get rid of that. Create another clipping mask. Because we're going to make another shadow. I don't like that. Ooh, I liked that. I don't know if it works for this one, but something about this looks off. Okay, this might be drastic, but I'm going to literally get rid of all that. I do like this so far. With these on the sides even, I am a fan of that. I don't think I edited this. I didn't. Okay, let me edit this. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. And then obviously we need to add some color, and I think I'm going to add red. I think red makes sense. Looking at my inspo again. Where was those other covers I was looking at? These ones. This is kind of like the color palette I'm looking for. I like really like this. Maybe I should do white roses. Playing card. Also like those. Those are cool. I think what we have so far is really cool. I definitely want to add like an overlay texture. I also feel like this needs a drop shadow. Any guesses of what this is? This is like the most boring part, is like trying to find images that make sense and work, because it's not always easy. These are interesting. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. I want a heart like that. Oh, what did I say? I could also do diamond. This one's the coolest because it's like all black. Okay, wait, let me see more. Let me see if I can find. That did not bring me to what I wanted. I like the black. I like the black cards. See, like I like this. I want this, but for a heart. Hello. I mean, it doesn't have to be. But I like this enough that I might just change what I was doing. I saw AI and I like flipped out for a second, but it just stands for Adobe Illustrator. Dun 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 dun. Not the one I want. Properties. Room background. I'm gonna get rid of these. Whoa, you are ginormous. Scale. I also want you on like an angle. Rotate. This makes me feel like I should focus more on things in the background and make the title kind of the central focus. Like having some roses and then the title here. I think that might be how I build this out. I think that's I think that's the best way to do this. Get out of the series. Falling playing cards. Yeah, like I can do something like this. Hi, yes, it has been almost a week. Almost a week to the day. Tomorrow would have been a week since I started recording this. But literally we have a leak in our roof. I don't even want to get into it. We're gonna continue this today, and I am going to put the title. So, final guesses of what Taylor Swift song you think this is, because I'm literally going to write the title in here because I want to have that as our central focus and work around it because I have a little bit of a clear idea now of what I want. Yeah, you still can't see what it says. Oh, there's your first clue because this is not the full title yet. This font is what I want for that, but I don't know how. Can I mute this? Oh my god, that's amazing. I have headphones on, as you can see this time, because I realized there might have been an echo from the music, but when I was rewatching the recording from last week, the recording was that's not what I want. Yes, it is. You could barely hear the music, so I turned it up a little bit, but I'm sick of it. Wait, let me make sure that You can still hear me. Yeah, you can still hear me. That shouldn't impact anything. I just muted it for myself. Okay. So, oh my god, it still throws me off that it doesn't let me scale automatically because, like I said, on my laptop, it does. There's dots in this title, isn't there? And then we're gonna go ready, but we wanted a different font. We're gonna have it be a script font. What script font? I don't know yet. Get rid of this so I can see what I'm doing. I don't want it all in caps. But oh my god, why? That didn't fix it. Is this font just caps? It might be. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I was right. It is just. I don't like that font. Ooh. I know what I am trying to achieve. I think I kind of like that actually. But we have to make it bigger. We'll have it overlapping. I know that doesn't make much sense right now, but it will. It will make sense. Everything eventually makes sense. I feel like it should be bigger than that. But I like... Here's a fun fact about me. Typography is my weakest skill in graphic design. I've always been kind of mediocre at typography. It's one thing that I'm very conscious of and I'm like genuinely really trying to improve on. I don't know if I like that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll put that in a group. And if you haven't noticed, I don't name my layers. And when will I ever overcome bad habits? Oh, apparently that's already centered. I'm very good at centering things visually without needing to manually do it, but I do it manually anyway, just in case. There's like a... Oh, I guess it's supposed to be like that. I don't like that. I want it to be even closer. There we go. That makes more sense. And then I'm going to also move it like that. Okay. That's right. We're doing Ready for It by Taylor Swift. And now the font I have for Taylor Swift's name doesn't make any sense. I'm going to do Avenir. This font has me in a chokehold, if I'm being honest. I feel like I use it for so many book covers. It's just, like it just goes so well. it's beautiful. We are making real legitimate progress now. I am excited. I want this to be like I don't know. Let me look up the lyrics. Wait, I'm gonna look up the lyrics this way. You can see my little thing down there. Ready for It lyrics. Da, 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 da. Knew he was a killer first time that I saw him. You know what? That's our tagline. Beautiful. Love it. Support it. This song kind of feels like... You know how... Also, I don't want this down here. You know how Evermore and Folklore are like sister albums? I often think that some of the songs on Midnights remind me of Reputation. Sorry, I like lost my train of thought. Um, I want that to be bold, black. Do I want it there? Do I want it down here? I'm not 100% sure where I want this yet. We're gonna keep it there for now. There's no color on this cover. We need color. We need color. Right. I was gonna include cards and deck of cards because looking at her inspiration, no. Excuse me. I like this. It doesn't look like this at all. I would argue it's more along the lines of something like this, except there's no person. We don't want people. I designed a cover kind of similar to this. Snakes would be cool because it is Reputation. Snakes, blood. Let's do it. Okay. We're gonna go snake. I'm a snake. Exclude AI on. Yep. Beautiful. Snake skin could be cool. That's just a tail. I've used this image multiple times. I'm surprised it's not an image I already have licensed. Shocks me. Is that a snake image I have licensed already? I swear I have snake images already licensed from a different client cover I did forever ago. And it's nice to use pre-licensed images because then I don't have the stupid watermarks. I'm surely shocked that it's because I'm not signed in. Hold the phone. We have to stop sharing screen for a second while I sign in. Why am I not signed in? I am signed in. Why am I not? Hello? Hello? I keep feeling like I have to yawn. Okay, I don't understand what the issue was. Share. Screen. Entire screen. We're not going to talk about how badly my eyebrows need to be done. Okay. Get rid of this. You don't need to see Inception happening. Download preview. It better be like, yeah, that's fine. Thank you. I appreciate you. Open with Adobe Photoshop. Adjustments. Why do I suddenly forget what I'm doing? That's not properties. That's what I'm looking for. My gosh, I'm so tired. And something I've been really struggling with lately is learning how to properly rest. Because owning your own business, I feel like you end up kind of working a lot. I know this is not going to be the day when I upload this, but as I'm recording this, it's Thursday. Is it? Is it really already Thursday? That's crazy. It's Thursday, and I worked 12 hours on Monday, and I'm paying for it. I like that. I don't like the color of this snake. We're gonna We're going to attempt to change the color of it. There's a couple different ways I can do that. Let me try the easiest way. Solid color. That's not the color we want. You know what? Let's make let's make it gold. Kind of taking inspiration from that cover that we saw, the gold snakes. Yeah, that's gold enough. Create clipping mask and color. Ooh, I like the blue. That's cool looking. Ooh. Just seeing what the different blend modes do. Because usually I would just go to color and we'd call it a day there, but that's kind of dark and I want it to stand out more. Whoa. Color dodge it is. So this is one reason why I hate non-licensed images. Look at this line around it. I hate it. Go away! Go away! Go away! You make it look like you're photoshopped. And I really pride myself on my ability to blend things. Oh my god, that looks so cool. I can see the vision. The vision is happening. I want another snake, not that same snake, because I want it to have a different pose. Is that a different enough pose? Let's see more. So that's one we used. You know what? I like that this one's kind of coiled. Downloaded. Wait a second. I have this image licensed. Well, we're just going to use this one because I already have this image licensed, which means it won't give me the ugliness of the lines around it. That's so cool. I'm a big fan. Big fan of my own work. I really like photo manipulation because I just feel like there's, I mean, I feel this way about illustration. There's just so many different things you can do. There's different techniques you can use. Oh boy, that's not what I want. That ruined my clipping mask. This snake is ginormous. This is too big. That's not what we want. This is too much. I'm also going to flip it. It's kind of in a very similar position as that one, but I want it to be a similar. That's close enough. Edit. Flip horizontally. I also noticed the last time I was recording, when I was looking at what I had done so far, that, oh yeah, I should also move this underneath the gradient. My Photoshop was taking up like the whole screen. So that was an accident. Ah, crazy. Great clipping mask. That snake is different. Why is it different? It's a different gold, and that makes no sense. Adjustments, levels. This is the frustrating thing about photo manipulation, like not understanding why things don't match when they should. I literally duplicated the color, so it's the same color, it's just interacting with the image differently. I mean, I like this too, but I want them to match. Is the solution fixing this one? Levels. No. That one I don't think I can really change. This one, Adjustments. Color balance. God, I feel like I'm gonna yawn again. Uh, that's closer. It's almost like the shadows aren't as dark on this one. Shadows. Oh god. No, I just need the shadows to be increased. I don't need any of this. No. It's closer, but it's still it's really light in comparison. Do I need to make it darker? That made it worse. You know what? You know what solution I'm gonna do? Get rid of this. We're just gonna duplicate the snake. It's fine. It's fine. We can make it look like a different snake. Flip horizontally. And we'll also make it bigger. Oh, I really liked that snake. Ugh. No, this isn't the solution. Goodbye. Edit. Edit. Scale. You are a very large snake. Where'd you go? There he is. I'll explain why I did certain things in a moment. Flip horizontally. Because, like, if you look at the lyrics for Ready For It, there is a mention of, like, a beach. I don't know. I want that. Yeah. I want that under the. Woo. Under the handcuffs. Create clipping mask. They're not the same. But is that okay? I'm also going to do more to the title. Dropped my mic. I need to think about exactly how I'm going to do it. I know that's the font I want to use and that's the placement I want to use. I'm not just going to keep it just white in the middle. I hear my cat meowing. He's probably going to come up here. I usually meow back. And he's probably like, why is there no meow backs? See how they all have like something going on with the title? I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. But I want roses. I think white roses with blood. With blood. I don't know if I can find something like that without it being AI generated, but Milo, what? Ooh, that's interesting. And then it could be like in the background. Hello? Hello, what are you doing? Yes, hello, come here. You're very talkative. Do you want to lay on my lap? Come here. I know that's what you want. Come here. That says Milo. Hello. Just don't stand on my computer, please. Don't do it. I can see it in your eyes that you want to go on my computer desk. Oh, and he's on my computer desk. That's fine, whatever. Okay, no. Yes, come here. Come here. Ooh. You know, I could probably make the blood on the roses effect myself. Hello, see, I knew you wanted to lay on my lap. I don't know if you can hear him purring, but he is purring. Damn. It's like kind of what I'm looking for, actually. What does that have to do with it? Why? Okay, I was like, why aren't you letting me click it? I'm gonna see if I can do this to cheat and not have to fake blood on flowers. Nope. Open with Photoshop. Properties. Remove background. I don't like this. I also think my title should be down farther. So we're going to move this down so we can move our title down. Because I kind of want it in the center. Okay, so that's where the center is. Okay, so I don't want it quite centered. I think I'll make this smaller. Kind of also want the handcuffs to be smaller. I don't know how interesting it is to actually watch me do this, because a lot of it is just me guessing and figuring it out as I go. The thing is, I want it to be like layered. Having it slightly over this, that is fine. I think I need to move my snake over. I suddenly don't like the layout I have going on. Deselect. It feels like too much down here. But I'm struggling to figure out how to fix that. Unless I put those up there. No. Maybe hide that snake for a second because I'm going to do this one. Going to rotate it a little bit. Oh, I'm already in rotate. Island Breeze. That's the lyric that inspired the palm trees. Just came to me. Yeah, I like that. But I do need to fix... Oops, wrong button. Oops, wrong button. The amount of times I hit the wrong button. I'm like trying to be as close to my mic as possible, but my cat is on my lap, stopping me from being as close to my desk as I can be. In the middle of the night, my dreams. I'm liking this direction. Okay, I definitely need to do something to the title. I think I need a little more around the edges. Maybe instead of roses, because I've tried roses multiple times and they don't work, blood splatter. We're gonna try blood splatter. Oops. Oops. This looks the most unrealistic thing I've ever seen. I hate it. Okay. I did think about like playing cards because it's like, let the games begin. Playing cards falling just for like in the background, which I have done before on a cover actually. Download preview. Rotate clockwise. Actually, that makes it look like it's upside down. Resize it. It's definitely going to be part of the background. Do. And we're going to see. Actually, I do like this. It's a little much. So we're going to lower the opacity a little. Not too much. I think the better solution is just to remove some of these. Remove those ones. I like that one. This big red one by the title is too much. That feels like too much. See this whole section. We can just get rid of. Get rid of that one. The ones that don't make sense. I don't like that. Yeah, I like that. Convert to smart object because we're going to blur them out a bit. Whoop, that's too much. Just because I don't want these to be the focal point. feel like when they're normal, they're too bright. So I'm going to adjust the levels of them. Oops. Want them to be darker so they don't take away too much focus. Yes. I'm good with that. Where's my gradients? Is this the bottom one? Nope. This is... I'm going to increase this. Well, honestly, I'll increase the other one too. I don't like increasing that one too much. Just so it blends it out a bit. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm also going to blend out our edges here. I should just do a gradient for this. Gradient. Gradient. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I need more color. I'm going to go back to my inspo to try and figure out how I can add some color. I mean, the obvious answer is the title. The title will be not white. I still feel like I need like roses or something. This is kind of what I'm imagining my title. So maybe I need to change this font actually. I want to be able to see what I'm doing here. No. 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 Ugh. I do kind of like that. I don't know. This could work. Scale, because I want to frame this. Yeah. Every time I say yeah, it reminds me of Dr. Faciller in The Princess and the Frog. Couldn't remember the name of the movie for a second. Where he goes, yeah, dun 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 dun. Yeah, okay. I like this. This is pretty. That's what, like, I kind of want to add more colors. Texture. We're going to put texture on the whole thing. Colored texture. What would make sense? Ooh, wait. Download preview. I kind of like the grain it has going on here too. Put it underneath all of the gradients. I didn't duplicate it. Rotate 90 degrees. Resize. I'm getting hungry. I guess it is. It's almost 4 o'clock where I am. So it makes sense why I'm starting to feel hungry, because it's going to be dinner time in the near future. And then we're gonna see what this does. Ooh, I'm gonna put it underneath my snakes. Or should I keep it above the snakes? No, I think... I think it should be under the snakes. I think the snakes need to have like a drop shadow or something on them. But I do like this. I almost feel like scale. Make it bigger. Whoa. Okay, wait a second. We're going to duplicate this because we're going to create clipping mask. And use that to determine the color of our snakes. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Create clipping mask. Yeah. And then we're going to do it again for our gun. Create clipping mask. Gun is kind of a little weird. Like, it doesn't translate very well. I don't know if it's just because it's the preview image. Sometimes that is all it is. I'm going to make it darker. It just looks a little fake. You know? That's kind of how I feel about it. But I also feel like it has the same white line on it that our snakes had. So let me attempt to get rid of that. I don't know if this is helping. And then we're going to duplicate this again and put it on our handcuffs. I'm trying to like change the color of the handcuffs a little. My back and neck are starting to hurt because I'm like hunched over. That doesn't really change anything. I did really like the gold snakes. So what if I like lower the opacity on this? Ooh. 65%. 65%. Ooh, wait. Yeah, okay. And then 65% on that too. Things are starting to come together. Okay, I want to. Do something with the title. Milo is literally using his feet to push me away from the desk. Now I have to like yell for the mic to hear me. Why do you do this? He's also using the edge of my desk for a headrest. Interesting. Okay, wait. That's also cool. I also like that, but it makes me not like the green. Put it underneath. What if I bring it all the way down to just our background? And then you literally can't see the palm trees that I worked so hard. Oh, I have two? I do have two, so I don't even need this. Because I have this one. No, I like it where it was. I just feel like something is not quite right. This I feel like I like the colors. I feel like it makes it blend really nicely, but I just feel like it's almost like too dark. You know, I could fix that literally with like a levels layer. Lay it in the whole thing. Now it's better hue and saturation. I just feel like I've lost the vibrancy I had going on. The vibrancy and clarity. And this image might be the problem because of the grain. So I'm going to kibosh it. I do. That doesn't even. Oh, I guess it does do something. No, wait a minute. I was like, the snakes magically match in color, but no, that's because I duplicated that snake. Haha. I like these colors, but I don't like the grain. Like that's gonna give me another grain. I think the grain is a little too much. I would have to add my own grain if I want a grain. I do like this. Yeah, I do like that. It's messy and grunge like. You're so cute. Yeah. I'm also surprised that he's not bugging for food, or my other cat's not in here also bugging for food because they eat around this time. I like the splashes of pink and stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, okay. We're on to something. You can't see the palm trees. I think I like. This one's a very subtle color. Would I be able to see my palm trees? I like this, but I think I have to take my palm tree image, duplicate it, and put it higher up. This now is way too much to look at. I truly just had to put it above. That rectangle is just the problem. I lessen this. Is this too much? It might be. I think the black and white filter needs to stay. But I want to make it so you can see the palm trees more clearly in the background. Ooh. I do like this. Okay. The trouble is, do I want it underneath my snakes? We do want it underneath the snakes. We want it underneath everything. But we also want it on top. But the top one, we're going to bring the opacity down. Our snakes need a drop shadow. But preferably black. Copy layer style. Paste layer style. Paste layer style. Where is my gun? Paste layer style. Oh, big yawn. I'm starting to think this is too much. That was back on my desk, but he got up, so I can not feel like my back is breaking anymore. Okay, this is better. That's an improvement. No, I like that. No, I like it on top because it kind of I also don't like it on top because then those things stand out more. I think this just needs to be lighter. I also think that taking it away from the snakes a little bit, not a crazy amount, just so they stand out a little better. And then a little bit on. I want the. No, I think it looks good on the gun. I just feel like it's too much going on. I don't know. I'm starting to lose the plot. Okay, that's not gonna work. We need to add actual actual texture to this. I could go like this, create clipping mask. I hear my cat meowing. He left, and now he's just meowing at me. So I don't know what he wants from me. Probably dinner. Just a little grungy, and then maybe change. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I kind of don't like the color of this at all. Oops. Solid color. I just changed the color of the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. I don't know if I like this anymore. I feel like it's like too much. And like I added a texture to. Is it this one? Yeah, like I added a texture already to the background. Which is this one. If I lower that opacity. Something about this isn't working for me. I don't know if it's the color. I don't know. Something isn't working. And I'm not sure what. No, we definitely need that. No, we definitely need that. I mean, it looks better without the cards, actually. Like, I know we have the cards because of like let the games begin. It looks better without it. Yeah, it definitely looks better without it. This feels like too much. This feels better. I like this better. I like the red. I think that's good. I want the title to be more red. Phew! Because now it kind of looks like blood. This is not quite the red I want. That's not changing anything. I like that. I'm gonna add a drop shadow. Gonna drop shadow to the title. That didn't do anything. It should have, but it didn't. Okay, we're on the right track again. I still think I can maybe add a playing card for the middle. I'm also going to make her name, I think, bold. Yeah, no, a little less than that. Yeah, I like that. I almost feel like I need like a light in the middle or something. I'm going to attempt to make that. Do 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 do. We go like this. Stay with me. Stay with me. I don't know if this is actually going to do what I wanted it to do. I do think it helps. Even if just a little. Okay. Delete that layer. Let's add some playing cards. Didn't I find one I liked last time and then I didn't end up using it? Is it just in my downloads? Done a few things since then. I think it was this. Yeah, it was. I'm gonna do the heart. Gonna get rid of the rest of it. Shoom, 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 shoom. Rotate. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Yeah, we'll keep it as part of the background, but under the snakes. And I also have to change everything about it. It's way too bright, but I do like this. And then I think I'm going to put one at the bottom. Oh, I didn't want to scale. I wanted to rotate. rotate. Put it at the bottom. And then I feel like this like kind of makes the story a little more coherent. It makes it a little more interesting. Okay. I don't know if I like the title. I kind of liked it better blue. Oh, what the heck? No, it's not being blue. Like that kind of blue. Yeah. We just have to fix these playing cards because they are ugly. Convert to smart object. Is changing the blend mode enough? Doesn't look like it. We're going to have to go adjustments, levels, darken it, darken it. Color balance. I don't know why that's so bright. Get way more blue. Oh, I was in midtones. Highlights, blue. Blue. I don't think these playing cards are going to work. At least these specific ones. I like the placement of them. I think the cards themselves aren't going to work. Okay. Back to this. Oh, right. I liked these. They were pretty cool. Open with Photoshop. My cat is being a menace behind me. Remove background. What are you doing? I'm like, I feel like I'm getting lower and lower energy because I'm so hungry. Don't like that. That I'm like struggling to actually like talk and be engaging because I'm like, oh my god, I'm so hungry. And all I can think about is how hungry I am. And I'll do spade. I don't really care what the card is itself. Rotate. I want it bigger than that. Scale. To make it make sense. Doesn't have to make a huge amount of sense, but it needs to make some sense. We're going to get rid of that part. Convert to smart object. We're going to adjustments. Oop. I want to make it darker. Not like a crazy amount because I still want to be able to see the details. But that's better. We're going to add a drop shadow to it. We're going to do color balance. I want a little more on the blue side, not a huge amount, but just so it looks the same as everything else. Like white is really throwing me. I'm gonna have to darken that spot specifically, but it's fine. Yeah, I like that. That makes sense. Clipping mask. Okay, there's like a better way to do what I'm about to do, but this is the way that I'm going to do it. But first I need this to be not very hard. It's literally a tool for darkening, and I'm doing this the hard way by manually darkening it. But it's fine. It's fine. Why is it like, I don't know. I feel like the color is weird on it. Solid color. Blue. Oh, that's interesting. But I don't like it. That's interesting too. Uh, I like that actually. Okay, we're gonna duplicate this because we want a second one. And bring it up here. I think I want it bigger. Scale. And then rotate it some more. Rotate it some more. Why am I struggling to figure out how I want this placed? And now I feel like it's too big. Scale. Scale it down. This looks like a book cover. One thing I like to do that really makes everything cohesive is I like to go to, I thought it was under adjustments, not color and vibrance. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Why is this Photoshop different than the one on my laptop? Not color. It's not under properties. Is it under channels? No. Not paths. I know it's not paths. Presets. This isn't like. Nope, that's not what I want. There is a color like lookup thing, and it is usually under adjustments, but for some reason, it's not. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. No, don't want that. What I want is color adjustments. It's called color lookup. It's usually under adjustments. It's not color. I wish there was like a search. There is a search feature. Color lookup. Oops, that's not how you spell lookup. Color lookup. Color lookup adjustment. The active layer is empty. What? Like, I know, but like what? Ew. It's usually like a filter that like puts it on the whole thing. Oh, I can like preview it. I like this, but I don't like this at the same time. I'm going to like. I don't like it. found it. This is what I was talking about. Because then you can go like this, and you just can get like, you can just look at what colors you want. And it kind of makes it, it's like a filter that kind of goes on it. And I like to do this because it makes it cohesive. Oh, I do like that. We're going to keep that for now. And then we're going to add another one. So happy freaking found it. It just makes it so much better, in my opinion. Ooh, I also kind of like that. Not so much that tension green. Ew, I don't like that. That's also kind of cool. Futuristic bleak. Foggy night. Candlelight. I feel like we're so close to horror blue. I like how it doesn't change the snakes. It is above the snakes, so technically. The only like crummy thing about it is you can't like preview it. You have to like select each individual one to see if it works. I don't know what the Kodak ones mean. Ooh, okay. So we have this one that created more of a synergy with our blue. So I do like that. Keep that. See how it interacts with different filters. I think normal's fine. I don't really like this because I like how bold this feels. Yeah, that's too much. But I do think we could include another one. Ooh, I do like that. Because it like interacts well with the pinks already going on. We'll just lighten it a little. So it's not a super big noticeable difference. I like this. I almost feel like the ready isn't bright enough somehow, which makes not a lot of sense on the account of it's literally white. Just put it above everything. Did that actually make a difference? It kind of did, actually. Yeah, I'll put it in front of everything. I feel like my for it needs to be a little brighter. I don't know what I had it on before. Okay. I panicked for a second. I was like, Well, I think I'll have that above it. I do like this. Could change the color a little bit, just so it's a little. I'm liking this. I think that works better. I think we have it. Like, I think that's as much as I want to do. want to kind of play around a little bit with the layers, making our snakes more pronounced. I'm going to lighten this by quite a bit. I just feel like this helps make that stand out. This needs a better drop shadow. I can't see the drop shadow. That's better. Yeah, I like this. I think I just need to license the images so it's like the images are clear and concise. But yeah, I'm gonna save it. I haven't had it saved this whole time, which is a very bad habit. Save your work. Because if this didn't work, it would have been pretty bad. Did I say I'm not saving it as a PDF? Did I accidentally save it as a PDF? I did. What the heck? I want it as a Photoshop file. Yeah. I think this is our cover. I also now feel like I've been staring at it for too long that I can't tell if I like it. So I might come back to this. But for now, that's it for right now. So I hope you enjoyed watching that. If you want to see more, like, subscribe, share. Always appreciated. This was really fun. I liked kind of talking through my thoughts, even if it only made sense to me. Yeah. And if there's a song or artist you want to see me do and change one of their songs into a book cover, well, let me know, and I might just do it. Until next time, bye!